Thank you, bro. Seconds. Yeah, Jaden. I wanted to go running before he leaves. You can't even hold a cue, bro. Good. Oh, yeah.
Nominated? Stevie. 20 seconds. Ready to play?
Right guys, debuting back here with the man of the moment, Mr. J. Stevens.
Yo.
Couple of SA boys here playing. It's ironic that we're the Australian titles and we're seeing the Battle of the Englishmen.
Yes.
Left-hand side, and that's wide.
Should be a very good match, actually.
Yeah.
Stacy's first nationals, but played at world level for a very long time.
Yeah, multiple time English world champion. It's Dave Lynton I'm not really too familiar with, but when we played against the teams and he was hitting a good ball.
Well, he's rolled Luke Foster. He's beaten Butters, I think, previous match.
Right.
So he's obviously playing all right, and Jaden, obviously, he's rolled Justin Sage and Benny in his last two matches. So
he's been the giant killer, hasn't he?
He has.
It's been impressive.
The giant has killed the giants.
Correct.
And a couple of people have come up to me and said, do you think Jaden can maintain the focus and keep going at the level he is after he's knocked off two big sharks? And I said, I think he can.
Well, one thing that that has impressed me, obviously doing a lot of work with Jaden and just seeing his development.
It's a good shot.
Just seeing his development is that I'm not sure if I'm a huge fan. Can't you put the yellow over the hole and then play deliberate fouling out both pockets covered?
I think that is what's going to happen, but I think given the position he was in, it was probably the best option available. At least if he gets the two, he can then formulate something new.
Mm-hmm. True. Well, yeah, one of the most impressive things with Jaden, especially for a player of such a young age, is that he gets better as the moments are bigger, which is such a rare quality that you just don't. I think Dave has just missed the trick there. Personally, I do understand why he's played the shot, but I feel like he could have got more control at the same time. But yeah, like with Jaden, like as showed with last year, I mean, like 2 years ago he hardly got any frames at nationals, and suddenly he comes the year after and topped the stats from nationals last year, if you guys can remember.
Yeah, he played well.
Yeah. And for a kid at such a young age, that's very, very impressive. Then we have Stacy Vine on the left, just mopping up. Stacy Vine, aka Sugar Lips, aka Honey Nipples, as he is known.
Sugar Lips or Sweet Lips?
Sweet Lips, sorry.
He calls Colby Sweet Lips, and I didn't know whether it was just like something he says to all the girls or just Colby in particular. So I wasn't. I didn't know how to take it when I first heard it. But
Nah, he's a good lad, Stacy. He's a good lad. Oh, should I call him Stacy Morfitt, as he needs to be called?
I might actually start calling him that.
Guess who wears the pants in that relationship?
Oh, it's not hard to guess that one. That's why he wasn't allowed to do anything on his Bucks night, I was told.
That's why they had it at Empire, and it was joint.
Yeah, what the hell?
Ooh, dodgy rack on the left-hand side. Fortunate to get a ball.
Tell you what, Dan, I'm going to get you at some point. I did this years ago. Steve Gray, when he breaks, gets this angry Pac-Man look on his face. His face curls to one side. Just looks like an angry Pac-Man. I kid you not. It's been the same for years.
Tell you what, his touch unfortunate there. That would have been an absolute cracking shot if he just ran a little bit further. Jen's in a bit of a spot here though.
Oh, I think he's just working out a way to develop these reds in one so he can go game.
It's not so simple. Even if you say he does play that, he is starting to lose a lot of soldiers.
I can promise you right now, he's played that because the 20-second call was made. Hadn't really worked out what he was doing yet.
wonder if you can play the red here. Play it like as a back double and stun into the black to open up that red or not. Doesn't look like you can though. I think you can avoid the yellow. The yellow on the bottom cushion is just slightly in the way.
How about... Actually, never mind. The shot I'm looking at's stupid.
You're looking at skinning off the red?
Yeah, I was, yeah.
And pushing the black?
Yeah, because I think it'll come off the black will hit the yellow first and then develop the red in a better spot. But it's really thin to play the shot, so I didn't like it. That's not ideal.
Yeah, it was always going to be a risk playing it that way.
Ooh.
It's very romantic, mate. You're gonna... it's only because you're going to dinner, mate. That's why everyone's going.
You know what? Robbo's there at 6. Let's go there.
So I'll only be on here for another 40 minutes, guys, because Robbo has ordered me to a team dinner because...
Domeika.
Tracy ordered me to order everyone.
Well, we're only going because Robbo's going, apparently. So.
Glue doesn't work if you all don't go.
You got to apply it.
If he wasn't captain, I'd tell him where to go, but I'm worried I'll get benched again.
I've done the line for tomorrow. I can always change it.
Exactly.
It's been a pretty good buzz around Nationals actually this year. Everyone seems like they're having a great time. It's been a lot of fun.
I think the schedule helps that.
Yeah. Angry Pac-Man.
Angry. I'm telling you now, Dan, next break, I want this zoom in on Steve Gray's face. I want the Angry Pac-Man to come into play. In fact, I would love to do zoom-ins, slow motions on everyone's face when they break. I reckon you'd see some cracker faces.
Oh, yeah. Stacy one. That's...
Oh, he's just caught the jaw and it's ran away from the center of the pocket.
But you need, those super slow-mos? When you see that.
Oh, wow, that slid in massive. Oh, he hit it thick, though. It's not a good shot. In trouble now, though, Jaden.
He's in a huge spot. Not only that, but there's every possibility that unless he can contact this red on the left-hand side full, he's going to open up really the only yellow that's causing Dave any sort of trouble.
So, I thought I just saw the white ball move then.
Yeah, it was a deliberate foul, but as he lets him a back cut here.
What's AP up to over here? Missed the pot.
Oh, that's a poor miss.
Yeah, it's not a good shot from AP.
Tell you what, he might have I think he's got a line here. Try and catch the black here. Play the plant and just try and catch that black, just to get a bit of separation. That way the black should pass at least in the bottom right corner, but it may pass into the bottom left too. The middle left as well. Or is he just going to bounce this in front of the yellow, just get a bit of coverage first, which is what he's done.
Oh, weak as piss.
Tell you what, Steve might have an option here to play the yellow into the round, push the red to the left side of the table. Don't know if there's a gap under that yellow on the left side or not. There is definitely a gap on the right side.
Now, if he wasn't game enough to actually do anything now, yeah, okay, that works.
Yep.
I like that. That's actually a good veteran shot. What's Jaden up to here? Something large needs to occur. He's played a safety. May have fouled. No, he's all right. Got the black to touch the rail. I'll tell you something that's from what I've watched so far, and I haven't obviously got to watch all of Jaden's matches, but has he been pushed tactically yet? Or has it been very much open slather a lot of the time in his matches?
Well, I didn't see the Justin Sage match, but I did see. I did watch the Benny match, obviously. Did you watch that? Were you on the commentary for that?
Yeah, I was. Did the whole lot, and wasn't a lot of tactics in that match.
Yeah, it was more about shot selection and mapping as opposed to any sort of tactical battles. But Jaden certainly has improved tactically, I will admit, to the point where he's very, very comfortable playing it.
Well, he has no choice in SA, so...
Yeah.
Wow, that's a good shot. This will be interesting to see what he does here, because this yellow at the top you do not want to leave till last.
there is an argument to take it out now. Well, you do have two balls to play for as well.
I don't like the angle he's got there, though.
Yeah.
It's not thin enough. I think I'd take the one on the right first, try and head right up the table, so then I can screw down the rail. But he's going to take it now. So he's going to deep screw straight off it. Played that really nicely. It's a beautiful shot.
Just got a nice zip of that. Really timed it really, really well.
Could play the left one first here now, just because the angle's more friendly.
I do agree with you there.
Well, he really realistic wants to land just below the red. You know what I mean? That line.
Stacy, nicely played there from Stacy. I will say that Stacy Vine certainly was a little bit indifferent at the start of when he first got here. Maybe it was probably going a little bit too aggressive. He is an exceptionally good tactical player. And maybe was just taking on a little bit too much too early, but now he's just slowed himself down and just playing his natural game again, and he's just, he's world class. There's no doubt about that.
That's missed. Got a good white. Can you jack up though and play this up the top?
Looks too thin to be able to do that.
Well, I don't know. Jaden plays these shots pretty well. I think this is a chance. Like, you would have to jack right up on it.
Looks like he's playing
The plan. I think the plan's crazy. I'd much rather jack up.
You don't think that looks thin enough where you might be running towards the black though?
That's what I'm saying. You jack right up and screw off it, so that way just go straight back to the rail.
Yeah, right.
I just think it's easier to play that than this plan.
Right.
I could be wrong, but that looked crazy hard, that shot. Like, you've actually got to hit it that well, that angle.
He may have just just a free crack at it, really.
Yeah.
He probably already resounded the fact that he was going to lose that frame. Stacy Vine 2-0 up on Steve Gray. Wondering if these two would have had battles back in England at some stage.
I don't know. When Steve first moved over to Australia, I didn't think he was that good.
Right, okay.
I think he got good when he got over here, to be honest.
Okay.
Although it was funny, the first year he ever turned up, this is a long time ago now, no one knew who he was, and he rocks up and he plays in the state titles and he's blowing everyone off the table. And then he fell over, didn't complete the domination, and then didn't really do anything for ages. And then suddenly he's winning the Anzac tournament 3 years in a row, and he's winning everything. Winning Australian titles and the Masters. He's doing all sorts of good things. Just probably taking the foot off the pedal a little bit in the last couple of years, and you just don't know what happens with the guys when they're in the Masters. I mean, no matter who you are, age becomes a factor.
Yeah.
And as you get older, obviously each year you are more susceptible to more health issues. So,
just life as well. Like, I mean, different phases of life. As you know, this game is all about how much table time you're prepared to put in as well.
Yeah, I'm well aware of that. I'm prepared to put in 0.
3/5 of bugger roll. 3/5 of bugger roll.
Well, I did say to you at Empire when we had a hit, I had a hit with Smiling, then I hit it with you. The 6 hours I played for there straight. That was 3 years of practice. But having said that, talking about practice and its importance, I will say this. I didn't always not practice. I played hours and hours and hours. There was a 3-month period there where I played a minimum of 10 to 14 hours a day. It matters.
3 month period, you played 10 to 14 hours a day.
Yeah, it was after I'd finished high school. I'd just finished year 12 and I had a traineeship lined up. Oh, it's a bad shot, Jaden. Geez, that
definitely rolled out.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And so I had a 3-month gap where I just really didn't have to do anything because I already had a sort of job lined up.
Right.
And so I just decided, I'm going to play pool every day. Pool. And it just fell in nicely with the place that had opened up in Ballarat as well. A place called Chalk It Up that Alan Nash owned.
Yep.
And I was practically living there. I'd walk about 6 Ks with my cue, wait for it to open, and then leave, walk home, another 6 Ks. Did it every day for 3 months.
Wow.
And I wasn't the only one doing that, although I was probably the worst. But Peter Rigo, Chris Rigo, Dennis Nicoltis, Troy, we all came up at the same time. And these will be names that some people will be familiar with and some people won't, but almost all of us have made at least one stateside. Clacky came along a little bit later on as well. Like Clacky's probably made over 10 statesides now.
It's your old mates from back in the day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Nice.
Peter's made a couple, but stopped playing. I think Chris might be the only one that didn't make a stateside. Dennis made one. Troy made one. But these guys stopped playing, and myself kept going. Paul kept going.
Right.
That's a good shot.
That is a good shot. Tell you what though, he's going to have some work to do to get back on this bloke.
You know what? I think this shot, just looking at the natural line, I reckon he's either going to just catch the red or miss it and catch a side roll. I don't think it's in off.
I think he wants to be pretty much level with the ball line with this.
I don't think he can get there. Unless he can hit the red full, I don't think he can get there. So he's tried to hold the white, and that's why he's undercut it by a long way.
Just because of where that red is, I never like that option anyway, because it's a very, very tight line to play that half ball into the top left pocket and avoid that red and swing it around for the black. I would have much rather he committed further and gone to the left side of the table near the ball line where that red is, than be able to play the half ball line to come naturally down table for the black.
Yeah, and that's why I said I like the line to go past the red and maybe even play for the middle instead.
Yeah.
Bit of work here to do for Jaden. Couple of balls on the rail.
Do you reckon he snookers here?
He might. Depends if he's happy with the angle he's got to transition.
Yeah. You're gay. Apparently Jaden has taken the gay option.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Disclaimers.
Yeah, a bit of
Disclaimers.
political correctness.
Correct.
Yeah, it is. Oh, that's a rough in off.
Has he gone in off there?
He's gone around through all the balls.
Oh wow, and found the middle.
Yeah,
It's a very makeable shot here.
it's a good shot.
It's a good
And
shot.
he's actually got good angle to screw straight. Actually, no, this doesn't go in the bottom left because of the shot Jaden played. So, stuff to do here.
Do you reckon he can screw and just miss the middle pocket here? It looks like he's going to miss the pocket on the right hand side, but he's going to play with a lot of right hand side.
Yeah.
Try and get down to the bottom left side of the table.
I actually
for a
don't see
shot,
him
I
land
think.
on this. Oh, he had
Oh,
good
wow.
angle. He had good angle.
Yeah.
He's actually over screwed it.
That's a cracking shot.
Very good shot.
I've seen Dave in the snooker room actually practicing a lot. So clearly he's been putting out a lot of time in snooker, and it's showing. He's cueing the ball really, really nice.
And this is something we spoke about earlier. Is what happens if Jaden gets down at the start of a match? Does he, what happens to his game? Well, we're
Especially-
about to find out.
Especially in a match where he's probably, well, based on form, probably expected to win as well, I would have thought.
Correct.
But as you know, in this game, there is no such thing as a certainty.
You can't walk in thinking you're going to win. That's when you get wrecked.
Correct.
Steve Gray, is that 2-1 or 2-all over there? All yours, mate.
It's a big break from Jaden.
It's a huge break.
And it's a good split too.
I think he'll take reds.
Yeah, I think so too.
That yellow just below the black is dodgy. Or dodgiest of the...
To be fair, he could take it now, but then he has work to do with the black as well. But take this red into the middle first, here.
Yeah, just slide it in.
What's your next option then? Oh, he's just gone a touch too far here.
Oh, you're too slow. Oh, he lifts his head anyway. We have to do it front on.
We missed out on Pac-Man.
Yeah, we that camera can't. That the light gets in the way of his head when he jumps up.
Right.
We're not going to see the angry. We're going to have to do it from the front on. Shame you can't zoom in these these front on cams. Did you hear that, folks? Dan needs to buy 2 more of those rotational cameras. 2,800 a pop.
It's a good pot from Jaden, but unfortunately he's just pushed the yellow into the red. Don't think that red pot's anywhere. Maybe in the top left. Don't see how he can get back there though. Just looking to see where they can screw back into it. I'm just wondering if he can pot that in the middle and screw around that red and get underneath it. It does go in both top pockets, it looks from here.
Man, I was talking about Angry Pac-Man for 10 seconds. I didn't actually pay any attention. I was going, how the hell did this get so messy? It was so neat earlier.
That's what he's gone for.
Oh, did he miss it completely? His reaction tells me it's not good.
I think you probably need to touch a right-hand side on that. It looked like you just played straight screw to try and get around it. Didn't quite come out.
Got the long ball.
Yeah, he's in a spot now, though. I mean, is there much value in taking this on?
Well, you know what? Yes, there is. I think he can pot this red in the bottom right if he can square with it. I think it's on. So if you've got the white in line...
Oh, you reckon you can flick that in?
I reckon he can, yeah.
That would have to be his finishing ball then, if that was the case.
Oh, that's a bad shot. Not sure what he's played for there because he's just powered it in, but... Do you know what I think he's tried to do there? I think he's tried to pick the gap between black and yellow. So then he can just drop the red in and play for that area I spoke about.
Oh, between the black and red, you mean?
Yep.
That's a bad shot. Finish short on that.
He's still got the bottom ball though.
Yeah, but it's...
I know, you want the one near the black.
Yeah, like... And that was just like choosing the natural angle, but putting a half ball on the other side. Because if you could play that in or over, but you want to be playing it in a way that you could come off the cushion and just nudge the black out as well. And then all your balls are on with just one shot, and then it's just pop position.
Yeah, I agree.
But now there's just small little things like that which can just make things a little bit more complicated. As you know, it's just about simplifying it. But you can do that now anyway. Pot the one in the middle, leave himself an angle to take the ball in the bottom right corner. And
I think that's too skinny, that one in the middle, mate. I think he's got to play the one on the left and come back centre table instead. Well,
this is getting a little bit trickier then. He still has 2 shots, so there shouldn't be any issues.
Yeah, so I think this is the shot.
It's definitely going to be a bit more traffic now.
It's too hard. Well, that's okay.
No, that's okay.
So just playing for the pot here with just a touch of left-hand side. You just want to flick the bottom side of the black and make it available past the red to the middle. Don't want to hit this too full because you'll actually leave yourself nothing. He's actually focused so much on the cannon there. There's nothing wrong with that because now he can clean up in one.
Now they do link up well. We're still going to have one transitional shot from the railer. Doesn't want to get too straight on it. That's where if he did it earlier, he just had more options. It's still going to be a little bit awkward from the railer transitioning to that yellow.
I want to land just off the bottom of the rail here so I can just stun to the right side of the table. Jeez, he's trying to cannon. That's actually insane, but it's worked out all right.
It has worked out all right. I'm not sure if really that was necessary.
No, that was insane. I would never have done that.
Yeah, that could have gone wrong very, very easily. Especially coming off the rail and kicking it that way. You're always pushing it away from the pocket. Looks like he's going to have to play the black in the corner now.
Yeah, he might stun off a side rail. He's got more angle than what it probably appears. I think you can just stun this in. Could be wrong, but I think he's going to have to stun off left side cushion.
Yep. Oh no, he could hold quite easily. Well, 3-0 and...
It's killing nice, Dave.
He really is. He's timing the ball really, really nice through the ball.
Oh, 3-0 now.
No balls in play.
Just a few little mistakes from Jaden, just costing him frames, especially in situations where he had control. Who's
Tell you
your?
what. Sorry? No, nothing related to pool. What were you going to say?
I was just gonna say, who's your pick? You reckon for the singles now?
Well, I'm going to stick with Robbo,
Stick with Robbo.
just because he's Victorian.
It's very unbiased of you.
I didn't say I wasn't being biased.
I'm sticking with Della.
Yeah, of course
for
you are.
Purely neutral
It's very,
reasons.
very unbiased of you. Look, both of these guys will be putting in lots of time because of the money match coming up.
Yeah, exactly. I will say, I reckon Della did put more time in, actually, for the Jake match. He hasn't been putting as many long hours. He's just been doing his usual routine, but no long sets in that. Because obviously with Nationals coming out there, he's going to get a lot of time in on the tables.
Yeah, Robbo. I know he started putting in a lot of time. He was playing a lot with Jake.
Right.
Robbo also wasn't playing that much before this all started happening, and then obviously he's just ramped it right up.
I mean, Robbo, as well as he cues the ball, I mean, he's not going to need as much time as, I guess, as most people, I guess.
Exactly. He just needs to sharpen up.
Yeah. Just get that mental conditioning, I guess, for longer races.
Yep, that's all he cared about. Was just he just wanted to be mentally prepared for the long race rather than like he knows his abilities there. I still think he's the best QS in the country. Even Alec, I was speaking to Alec about this. He thinks Robbo's the best QS in the country as well.
Yeah.
And for someone like Alec to say that just shows. That just I guess shows how good his queuing action really is.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a nice little shot there from Jaden. Give himself an excellent chance to win this frame and get himself on the board.
It is amazing to be the best QS in Australia, but not be the best QS in your family.
Yeah.
No, I've always liked how Robert hits the ball. It's always been his action's always very, very simple. But yeah, his timing through the ball is really a pleasure to watch.
The process to queuing the ball is the same every shot. The same feathers, the same pause time. Everything is exactly the same no matter how easy or hard the shot is. It's always identical.
Unfortunately, we have brain farts and are mentally retarded at times. It's very common for me.
I'm not even going to talk about my ability with that. There's enough footage of me seeing how bad I am.
Ooh, gee.
I actually like that. I'm fine with that, Dave.
Yeah?
Yep. I'm just playing a little cannon on the black here. This is how I look at this shot, right? I either play for the cannon or I look for the gap and I play with enough pace to clear the red.
Right.
All right, that way I go high and I might catch the other red, but I know what you're saying. You'd much rather be a bit straighter so you can play a far more controlled stun. But
For me, it's just like because of the angle, I'd just rather not be as close to the cushion, just so it's like, oh no, he's okay. I feel like he might have been a little bit hampered with his queuing to screw off that.
so see how he's caught the first red? That's the only way they can go wrong. You miss that red, he's actually overscrewed it.
They're gonna need to pull something out. At least get this near the
Actually,
pocket.
what does he
put some
do
pressure
here?
on.
Because he got out of a snooker and pot the black on me when I had him snookered. What is this he's doing here?
Trying to pot in the corner. I
No,
guess.
but what's the lineup method that he uses?
Oh, it's a drag shift. I'd have to show you on the day. It was kind of hard to explain.
Yeah, okay.
when they're not on the table. But it's the same one Alec uses. I use it as well.
When I'm getting out of a snooker, I just pick a spot, go, yeah, that'll do, and hit it. That's not even exaggerating. That's exactly what I do. That'll do.
And then when they hit, I said, told you.
And then when I miss, okay, that wasn't the right spot.
But I'm still awesome.
That's right. I didn't get out of that, but I'm still awesome. Don't do that to me again.
Is he going to top through?
Good shot.
Yeah, it's a good shot. Has he left himself a shot though?
Yeah, so I was just going to ask as well. Is he on one of these two to the middle, the left one? But I don't think he can get enough purchase on it.
Even saying that, I was surprised that he did try and extract the ball, but he could have played that red in the bottom right corner. Just off the yellow and just open up the black as well, just to make it a little bit more accessible. Maybe this red does go.
Oh, that one went. Okay, never mind. Jeez, he hasn't left himself a good wide here, though. Dan, your ball colours are around the wrong way for the Masters game.
Balls.
Yes, I already told Jaden about his little comment. I really wish we could play some snippets of that stuff. Bowls are bowls. They're definitely good to play with.
Did Jaden say that, did he?
Yeah. When I heard it, I was actually watching the live stream. I couldn't stop laughing, so I rewound it and took a video of it. Put it on Facebook. I thought it was Facebook worthy. I don't post very often, but that one was worth the couple of minutes of time.
I'll tell you what, how unfortunate Steve Gray been there to kick that yellow across and just left it straight on. Oh, was it? Yeah.
I'll tell you what Dave Lynton's doing really well is he's actually picking up the shot to nothings quite well.
Maybe total snooker. Does he have a line
get
for
through
this?
Through to it, mate.
It might be Tony. He might have to swerve this, but this is a reasonable opportunity. Well, this is a decent chance to go in here.
If he doesn't have to swerve it, I'd say he's a very good chance to pot this.
Yeah, I think this is straight in. No,
Oh, he's hit it too thin. I just finished saying this, Dave's playing really good shot to nothings. He gave him that chance.
One of those ones where you just got to imagine if you know it is on or if you think it is on, you just imagine as if there is no ball next to you and just play it like as if you would just normally.
That's probably why he's hit it too thin.
Yeah, correct.
I'll tell you what, this is slowly turning into a smashing. It's looking at 4-0 now.
Yeah, I think just want to have a little bit of complacency from Jaden or what's been going on, but hasn't been anywhere near as polished, that's for sure.
Oh, he's just missing his outs when he's committing. He wasn't doing that earlier.
Yeah. I have to say, Stacy's been in control most of these frames, actually. Steve Gray's usually quite miserly in the tactical battles, but Stacy's been manoeuvring his way around the balls really, really well.
I think Steve's got the old CBFs about tactical games these days. I just don't think he wants to play them anymore. I think he'd rather just try and pot out.
Yeah.
That's missed. It's missed by a long way too. A really long way. Potential turning point, Dan.
What's the plan here, Jamie?
Do you know why I reckon he's missed that by so much? Because I reckon he was worried about the white going forward and leaving it on the yellow if he missed. I reckon he thought about the possibility of missing and where the white was going. That's missed as well, is it?
Wait for
look at this crap. Wow, that's sick.
Oh, we got to get a replay of that one, Dan. Brent Hampton's score updates.
All right, we'll get you a score update in a second. Brent Hampton. It'll cost you $10, mate. What is that? Trickles it in.
There's so James Delahunty beat Jeremy Maguire 7-5. Robbo defeated Matt Harmon 7-4. Cale Barrett defeated Jake McCartney 7-6. What other matches were there? Who else was playing?
I think he wants to count. I think he wants live scores.
Oh, you want live scores? Oh, okay.
Hey, can you bring up the open draw, Dan? I think there's only 3 matches on. They haven't started the 6 yet, so. So the 3 matches that are left to complete the last 16 are as follows. Obviously, you can see this one here. Dave Lynton's 3-0 up.
Oh, wow.
Shannon Purcell is annihilating Joe Zhu 6-1. That's after that's after Shannon Joe Zhu beat Sarwan Nake, who is playing Shannon Purcell in the Adelaide Assault. Just putting that out there. And Shannon is currently $1,300 behind him backing. Just saying. Actually, Sarwan thinks he can get 20k on himself.
Hashtag just saying.
Hashtag just saying. Get on Shannon. Beagley and Clacky are 3-all.
Jaden Domeika. That is an absolute cracker.
That's a 6 shot.
3-0 down. It's a big pot.
Well, we did mention turning point. So 3-1 now. That matters, that black miss, I tell you. 4-0 to 3-1. That's huge.
And 4-0, and Jaden would just be feeling horrible too. But now suddenly 3-1. He's like, feel like a break and run here. 3-2 back in the match.
Well, you keep him to 0. You feel like you're freezing him out of the match.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, Dan's right. We've only got 220 viewers, Dan. We might have to start abusing someone and get his numbers up. Apparently that's what does it.
These balls are did not explode again.
Oh, maybe balls are not balls.
Looks like a tight match on the other table with Beagley and Paul Clark.
Yeah, 3-all. Where is that match getting played?
Table 1, I think it is.
On the AEBF stream. So Shannon Purcell has already beaten Joe Zhao 7-1.
Absolute pacing.
That is destruction.
The old Cocoa Pops. Do you think he's going to nudge into on the left side? Do you think he would nudge into the black here just to make it a little bit more accessible? Just because he's going to have to transition up table?
Yes, I do.
Ooh, I think that might be okay, actually.
Well, I can tell you one thing. One of these shots is going to be getting left long.
Yeah.
I reckon it's the next one coming up.
I think actually the next 2 might be. Because he may have to play it where he's just going to play that little half ball line and just drift off the yellow to the right-hand side just so he gets a shot at the black.
Yeah, I agree.
Don't know if he can jack up and screw all the way past the middle.
Oh, no way. Played as good as he could have, but I still think that shot you just said is probably the go, unless he can just screw straight off its offside rail and land sort of in the bulk line spot. Either way you look at it, it's going to be a long-range black.
He's very, very good at judging speed, pace, and just control cannon, Stacy. It's probably something that a lot of viewers haven't really would have seen with a guy like him, but I can see, like, tactically he's very, very strong as well, but yeah, he's...
Oh, he actually threw a handbag at that.
I just gave him the commentator's curse.
He did, yeah. No, he's grabbed the cheapest Bunnings axe he could find and just chopped that right up.
It's a great shot from Jaden. Nice full ball contact into the black, and suddenly all these balls are on.
Nice little nudge there for Steve off the red.
Would you call that Jake McCartney nudge?
No, I think he actually meant to put more reverse side on than he actually did, and just got a bit of a result. Oh, this has got to hit a rail.
Ooh, just got there. So Jaden has gone straight into the black, but I don't know if that red's come out.
Yeah, it looks horrible.
If he does get to the left side double, he's looking at it off the yellow, but he can also double it in the left middle as well.
20 seconds.
Oh, about 5 minutes, guys, and I've got to go and smash up Tracy's food.
Disclaimer.
Nothing like a good pause for a bit of fun.
Did the viewers just go up by 50? It's not like you to start trouble, mate.
Oh, come on, mate. I thought that was funny.
That was hilarious. Like,
I can't remember what I do. I'm going to go and smash up Tracy's food.
I do feel like the tables have started to slow up a bit, actually.
Oh, they haven't been brushed all day, so that's probably why. This one on the right's been filthy for days. Would like to see them actually get rebrushed at the end of each match. Maybe they have been, I just haven't picked up on it, but I'm sure
most
these
matches.
ones were.
There was another mistake from Jaden, just to miss the ball in the middle, just to give Dave another chance. It's just exactly what you need, especially after just missing an opportunity in the frame before as well.
This is a very key shot. Dave wants to get really just off straight off this yellow on the left side so he can just nudge into the red and hold for the last yellow. It's one of those awkward angles, though, where
Does he just go into the red now?
Yeah, he could do that too.
20 seconds.
Oh,
So he's tried to control the white too much.
I think that was unnecessary, really, in that situation. Playing it that way, you're playing into such a fine line, fine area.
That looked really dodgy, that shot that Stacy just played. Can you replay that, Dan? That looked really dodgy. Maybe it's just me, but that looked, the way the white came off then just looked not natural.
20 seconds.
Do that again. Oh, it just hit the jaw, did it? Okay, it looked really weird the way it came off.
Oh, he's got a safe white.
Yeah, he's played I think he's concentrated more on the shot to nothing there. That's a nice pot.
Has he got the angle as well?
Do you imagine if you can actually force this and just clip the left side of the black here so it goes high on the yellow?
I think the yellow does look like it sneaks into the right middle too. This is very, very tough to judge though. It's very easy to just get this into the red and just freeze behind the black.
Well, it all depends on what angle he's got. If he's got like practically no angle, then you've kind of got to force it. Then you make the risk of missing it completely and flying on the table. So
If he is straight, you can screw with bottom right hand side to come up more mid table.
that is not ideal.
Or is he not? Has he got a pot at this? Hard to tell from him.
Tell you what.
He does.
But is this black over?
Maybe a face cut double on the black. Is he going to settle for it?
Oh, it's a poor shot.
Jaden has just gone huge favourite in this frame now.
And we've just got to be just a little quiet. Jaden's just picked up a couple of things, so we just got to try and make sure he doesn't hear us. We are, like I said, we're very close to the table.
What's your plan here, Jamie?
I actually would be playing a snooker really quickly myself. But
What is...
oh, I can see what he's playing. Well, I think if he had been on the red near the black, he could have gone up table, played the yellow off the red. Sorry, the red off the yellow in the middle, and opened up the other one. Looks like he's still going to play for that.
I'm surprised he did take that option. I felt like he did have time to be a bit more patient.
Saving the frame, wasn't it? It's a good shot. Great shot.
Come on. Over the bridge.
Alex giving the Super League team a plug there. Do it for the bridge.
I thought Alex must have had a couple of Captain Morgans.
I think he might have had a few more than that.
Okay, well that explains that. I've never heard Alex really yell like that unless he's had a few. So here's the shot I was talking about off the back of the yellow. Does not want to catch the red here, or a disaster could follow. Beautiful shot.
Very nice. Wow. Can you imagine if you were 3-2 down when it theoretically should have been 5-0.
Absolutely. Just wondering what he's going to do here because this is thinner than it looks. Can't just drop it in, so...
I think he played with just enough bottom to change the line here.
He's actually going to go inside the yellow. Yep, beautiful judgment. Oh, this is a disaster. That is an absolute disaster. Tell you what, though, I'm just looking at that. I think I would have might have screwed off it and come left side of the table.
Yeah, I agree. You just take the risk out of it.
What is Steve Gray doing?
I think he had to do a little bit of a masse on that ball to pot it.
Seconds.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Steve Gray's just throwing the cue at balls now. Like I don't like his chances of this match. So, if you're Dave Lynton here, do you have a crack at the back double in the middle, or do you play the smarter double to the bottom left, take the white ball up to the top end of the
I
table?
like that option personally. That's the right shot.
Yeah,
But
he's underhit it by a
underhit
fair
it.
bit. I reckon these are running a bit slower now. They pulled up pretty heavy.
I don't know about you, but personally, before any match, I'll always brush the table.
I just don't even bother. I can't be bothered just because I'm lazy. I'll be honest. It's just I can't be bothered doing that stuff.
Oh, Stevie Gray.
When I played Benny in the singles, at Albury in the last 16, he asked if he could brush the table. If we could, and I said, no, mate, I don't want to brush it. I'm happy with the pace as is. It's taken me all day to adjust to it. It's terrible, I know, but I'm used to it now. He didn't like it. And then we're playing the singles here, and he goes, can we brush the table? I was just going to say no to him again just to troll him. I said, look, I don't really care. But if you want to brush, you're doing it yourself. And then I watched him put in the worst brush performance I've ever seen in my life. You know when you brush a table and you sort of flick the brush to get the dust off?
Yeah.
He just did it like a pad. The bristles didn't even leave the table. Like, Benny, that is not, what are you doing?
First time?
He goes, no, it's all right, let's get all the dust off. all right, mate, if you're happy with that, it's good. Then he proceeded to belt me off the table. Paul Clack's gone off 4th for Alpin Beegs.
Must have been a bit of a tactical battle in that last one.
What's the other match that's still going? Oh, it's this one.
John Remington, I would...
Ball followed.
Yeah, I think you've seen the matches that have been going on. I think you're doing a bit of a disservice to some of the guys. Oh, look at this.
I don't know. Oh, yeah, I reckon that's actually a crap call, John. Sorry, mate. This is not a weak field.
Yeah.
And I think you underrate a lot of the players. I think you're just going off names that have,
The big names of them in the past.
I guess what are classified as tier 1 players and multiple tournament winners and whatnot. I don't necessarily think a Robbo Jimmy final can save this. I mean, when you look at the winners over the previous years, who won it last year? Actually, I forget. Ricky,
Emery.
yeah. The year before that,
Foster.
it was, yeah. So I don't know. Scary played him as well. So do you say that Luke Foster and not Luke Foster, Ben Foster and Scary, that was ruined the tournament because they had to play in it? I don't think so. I think Ben played exceptional in that match.
You don't just win tournaments because of reputation. You got to do it on the table.
In actual fact, the last 2 years, you've had Gus and Ricky and Scary and Ben. None of these guys we're talking about right now on camera. So no, I think that Scary and Steve Saxon year before that. So none of these guys, Benny, Jake, Robbo, Della, none of these guys are even looking like it. I just think it's a credit to the depth of Australian 8-ball right now.
I have to agree with that.
Stacy Vine has made, I would say, fairly short work there of Steve Gray.
Yeah, I think so too. He's definitely a bit more polished than
Stacy
Steve.
Vine's a massive favourite to win Masters singles.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And you know what? By the time I'm 50, he'll be on a walker and probably have a chastity belt on.
Oh, there's another mistake. Just these mental lapses are coming in from Dave.
Yeah, he got off to a blinder, but now Jade's reeling him in. And I've actually got to go, sorry guys. I'm going to go smash Tracy with food.
I'll have to leave it to you guys. I'm going to go for dinner.
And I'll come back later. Thank you very much, Mark Baylor, for your $5 donation as well, mate. Keep them coming in, guys. Like I said, we've got a $2,000 target that we're trying to reach here for Cue Ball TV so we can purchase more equipment. And we'd love to see that happen. We'll be back later, guys. Cheers.
Thanks, guys.
Only one way you'll get the fucking better. If you fucking already pocket. Don't you worry about it. It's 6 o'clock now. I think I'm going to need to set myself up to 8 o'clock. Go and check the bed.
Well, when you got 40 seconds. I was telling her, I'm like, I don't remember very. No, she wasn't. She was the good one. That was so serious. And you playing
Come on, Jaden.
20 seconds.
Come on, Jaden. Be shy.
Yes, Dave, come on, mate.
that was the first thing.
Come on, mate. Yes, Lynton, come on, mate.
I'm sorry, I should have got all the money before I went away. How many have you got? He takes his driver league 11, I believe, but
Open table.
yeah, you can book up to 10. Book up to 10, and then I'll get back to you whether we can fit it. Just send me that date so I can ring this guy. Find out.
20 seconds.
shirts, mate. Come on. Come on, mate.
Come on, Jaden. Come on, mate.
Oh, great shot.
Good shot, Jaden. Come on, Jaden. Come on, bud.
Really good shot, buddy. Great.
Come on, Lynton.
Twenty seconds.
Come on, Dave. Come on, mate.
Come on.
20 seconds.
You should have shares.
Get a bottle of Captain Morgan. Get a bottle of
20 seconds.
Come on, Jaden. Come on, mate. Yeah, I'll say that. Captain's Cup. Oh, yeah. That's a good one. Captain's Cup.
Yeah, I know.
20 seconds.
The Empire Captain.
Right, buddy, come on. Come on, Jaden. Come, mate. Come on, mate. Come on, Dave Lynton. Come on, mate. Come on, mate. Come on, mate.
20 seconds.
Come on, Jaden.
Come on, Jaden. Come on, mate. Come on, buddy.
20 seconds. Come on, Jaden. Come on, Jaden. One visit.
Come on, mate.
Seconds.
Come on, Jaden. Come on, mate. You, mate. Come on. Jaden, Domeika.
seconds. Seconds.
Jaden, Domeika, how are ya? Hey, Jaden. Come on, mate.
Come on, buddy.
Let's go, Jados.
Come on, Jaden.
Come on, mate. Come on. Come on. Yes, mate. That's it. Come on.
Yeah, good shot, Jaden.
Yes, mate.
Get that captain in here.
No pressure, mate. Come on. Chin up. Lift your eyes, Simo.
Danger.
Help back, brother.
Come on, Stumpy.
Yeah, they're taking care.
You gotta want it. Come on, you gotta want it. You gotta want it. You gotta work hard. The weather's shitty out there. Take care of them.
Come on, Jados!
You can wreck it.
Big chin. Come on, Simo.
Get your eyes.
Help him out. That's right here, Davis.
One gives it open.
Get it next time.
Yeah, I heard he was traveling. I knew it was an arterial motor.
20 seconds. Guys in play. Second.
Come on, buddy, let's go.
Domeika. Come on, Jaden. Come on, buddy. Got a red shirt.
20 seconds. Seconds. Foul.
Come on, let's go.
20 seconds. One visit remaining.
Come on, Jados. Come on, mate. Yeah. 20 seconds.
One foul. Two visits.
Come on, Jaden. Come on, mate.
One Jaden.
Come on, mate.
20 seconds.
Come on, mate.
One visit remaining.
Come on, Jaden. Come on, mate.
Seconds.
Great shot. Come on, mate. Great effort, buddies. Come on. Come on, mate.
20 seconds.
That's okay, mate. It's all right, buddy.
Seconds. Seconds. Ball potted. Red ball nominated. Seconds.
Come on, Jaden. Let's go, Domeika. Come on, lift your oars, mate. You're going to want it, buddy. Come Six, come on.
Jados.
That's the break, mate. Great break, mate.
Come on,
I got it.
Come on, Jaden.
Yellow nominated.
Come on, Jaden. Come on, mate.
Yellow umpire.
Come on.
Come on, Jados.
Let's go, baby.
20 seconds.
Yeah, good shot. Come on, Jados. It's okay, mate. Come on. Come on, mate. Come on, buddy. Come on, Dave. Come on, Dave. Any other way. I was just keeping it simple.
20 seconds.
Come on, Jaden. Come on, mate.
Seconds.
Come on, buddy. Come on, Jaden. Good effort, mate. It's all right. Come on, work it out. One game, mate. One frame. Come on.
20 seconds.
Sorry, mate.
Seconds. Seconds.
Come on, Jaden. Come on, Jaden. Steve. Steve, come on, Jaden. Hello, Steve. Really good.
Shot, Jados!
Come on, Jaden.
Come on, Jados! Let's go, Jados! Domeika!
Full potted.
When you come up the side rail,
Yellow nominated. One out. Total. Brandon.
I think both of you think about the point back.
Foul, 2 visits.
Come on, mate.
One visit remaining. Seconds. Seconds.
Come on, Jaden. Come on, mate.
seconds.
Come on, Dave. Come on, mate.
20 seconds. Seconds. Final. 20 seconds.
Good hit, mate. Good hit. Come on, Dave. Come on, mate.
Come on, Jaden.
Great shot, mate. Dig it.
Seconds.
Come on, Jaden. Come on, mate.
Come on, Jaden! Come on, Jaden! You got it! Let's draw a semi up your mouth! Come on! Come on, mate!
Seconds.
Come on, Jaden. Come on.
You're on the Reds. I'm on the Reds.
20 seconds.
Oh,
That's
lovely shot, mate.
pretty, mate.
Come on,
That's
mate.
pretty. That's fine, mate. Come on. Come on, mate. Come on.
Seconds.
Come on. Give him duck eggs. Come on, Jaden.
Good on, mate. Good game, lads. Love yous.
Good on, Jados.
Shot, Jaden.
Good on, Jados. Hey!
Jaden, we're going out tonight.
Get up there, Captain!
Watch it.
What's the matter?
Don't stick your foot under my
I used to buy him.
Hey!
Must be fucking.
You want to go?
Jaden! You're a captain?
Good lead yesterday. It's actually pretty young. I've already done the other ones. It's
Come on,
good
man.
to check it out.
Come on, man.
Hasn't cooled down that much since I've done the back ones.
It's actually not that hot.
Isn't it?
No.
Oh,
So I'll go up to here. Just put your hand on that belt. Straight behind it.
Oh, no.
I'll wait for 5 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
Just put it on our skin and it's still burn.
Come now. that's probably like you know, one important rooms to be like this, standing rooms, small locker as well. But we need 2 rooms. Yes, 2 rooms.
Geez, that's got a lot hotter than that 5 minutes, Doug.
Yeah, I can see now. I can see that the you can see this.
Yeah, you can see
It's
where
line.
it's been.
Yeah. Don't talk. Do the job. Have you mocked this one?
No, I haven't.
I'll move the ball.
Hold on, son. What's this side?
Do you actually?
I've done play it because there's no powder
One
inside.
side underneath it, yeah.
Yeah, it's hot enough.
Should be 5 1.
Throwing a bit.
The rubber's not here.
No, no one's complaining.
that's